Hi Cancer, excuse me. Welcome to your love reading. This is a love reading for the zodiac sign of Cancer, sun, moon, and rising sign. So I encourage you to check out the videos for your moon and our rising sign because sometimes your messages will be coming from there. Cancer, let's go ahead and just jump into your reading. The first card you have is the Four of Pentacles reversed. This is how you're currently feeling in a current love connection. You're feeling ready to open up. You might have been really guarded for a long time, Cancer, and you still are guarded, but you're starting to drop this, pentacle that's been guarding your heart for a long time. There is an energy of being jaded. Maybe you've been conditioned by no fault of your own to really operate out of a lack mindset, scarcity, that you really need to be careful about your money, or coming into romantic connection with someone, their wealth and their money is very important to you, and it's because you're scared of lack. So you kind of put that pentacle first, or have for a while, and it's not necessarily just money. It could be some kind of security, right? That's not necessarily financial. Being secure in ourselves, in our body, feeling secure with other people, needing other people to feel secure. There's some kind of security that is really deep, that's important to you, Cancer, in romantic connection. The exact thing that it's about is going to be different for each of you. But you're really, you're starting to drop this down a little bit and open up your heart and be more in your heart space. And it's because of a person you're connecting with, it feels like. Maybe you feel like you've met someone that you can trust, or you're with someone that is kind of bringing down those barriers and helping you see that you can trust and you can open up your heart again. But it's still the Four of Pentacles. It's still, they call it the miser card. I'm not saying you're a miser, Cancer, but I am sensing some insecurity about your stability. Whether that's financial, material, emotional, psychological, having security with family and friends, or just other people in general. But yeah, you're starting to open your heart more, and that might hurt, Cancer, because Cancers are very loving and emotional. They can be. And a reason why you might be guarded is because it hurts a lot to let your guard down. But it feels like you're letting your guard down right now, Cancer, to let someone in. The second card is how a person you're dealing with is feeling. It's the Magician card. The Magician card it's a pretty intense masculine energy for me as a reader. It could be an Aries or a Virgo. It could even be a Scorpio for me as a reader. This is someone who is a master manipulator. That's not necessarily a bad thing, okay? I use the word manipulate a lot in these videos, and people always think it's a bad thing. It's not a bad thing, okay? The Queen of Swords is also a master manipulator, which you actually have in this reading, which is kind of funny, but we'll get to that in a moment. Yeah, so the Magician is all about this person's balanced, okay? This person, they know how to use things to accomplish what they want and need. And this Four of Pentacles reversed, so the first card, like I said, the way you're feeling right now, the Four is about balance, right? It's like the four legs of a table or of a chair. And this Four of Pentacles reversed is kind of saying this idea of balance that maybe you've hyper-focused on, of being secure, you're kind of, it's not so important to you anymore. You're kind of letting your guard down. The Magician is also a 4, even though it's a 1. And the way that it's a 4 is because the Magician has mastery over the 4 elements: water, fire, earth, and air. So this person could be kind of like a chameleon, and they could be seeing that your 4-ness, your stability is a little off right now. And they could be wanting to come in and take advantage of you, Cancer. That doesn't apply for all of you. You need to see how it resonates for you. Some of you have a person who is you know, they're really good at making things happen and it could feel really exciting. It could be that. Or it's someone who is kind of trying to weasel their way in and take advantage of a weakness that you may have right now so that they can get what they want, which is probably you. I mean, I don't know. We'll have to see as the reading goes on, but they are really good at making things happen. They could have manifested you in their life, Cancer. They're really good at making things happen, getting what they want. They're a master. Things happen easily for them. Okay, but they do kind of see you in a weak and vulnerable position, and they want to use that in some way. I don't know how exactly. They may want to use that to convince you that they're the one for you, like they're going to come in and take care of those vulnerabilities. It's not necessarily a negative thing. For some it is, so you have to see how it applies, you know, but just keep in mind that this person, you know, it could be a negative energy wanting to come in and take advantage of a situation, or they see that you're kind of letting your guard down a little bit and they want to use this opportunity to come in with their masterful skills, you know, and show you that they're the one for you. So I know that was a little confusing, so you're going to have to kind of listen to that, maybe again, rewind and see how it applies for you. The next card is the energy between you and this person. It's a Judgment reversed. So the Judgment reversed, it can sometimes mean a divorce or a separation. So there could be a divorce or separation between you and this person, or you went through that with another person, and or they went through that with another person, a third party. So you have to take it how it applies, but it's not necessarily that. The Judgment reversed is, the wider application is that there is some kind of unfinished business between the two of you, and both of you are aware of it. It's thick in the air. You know, it could be the elephant in the room where it's like, okay, we didn't ever resolve that thing we didn't resolve. There was no final judgment day. There was no final judgment call. There was no sitting down and settling the score of this is yours, this is mine, or this is how we're going to move forward. So there's something that hangs over this connection that is unresolved. Okay, I don't know exactly what it's going to be, but the Judgment reverse does suggest of wanting to avoid a conversation or avoid a confrontation. So that could be you putting out that energy, or them, or the both of you. And with them being the Magician, it's like they want to make something happen a different way, maybe, so that you guys perhaps don't have to resolve it. It's like they want to manifest something new instead of resolving this issue of the Judgment reverse, which is an unfinished business between the two of you, something that needs to get discussed that both of you are aware of, but no one is coming to say. The fourth card is what they want. It's the Two of Cups reversed. So they feel that there is some unfairness or lack of balance in the connection. Okay? Maybe it's because you're in the Four of Pentacles reverse and you kind of are a little off balance right now, Cancer. But they feel like there's something a little off balance. The Two of Cups reverse could also mean, and I'm sorry to say this if you don't want to hear this, but it's like they could have a lot of lust and passion for you, but not a lot of deep emotion. And like the Magician could kind of have that vibe sometimes, to be honest. Okay? It doesn't mean that they don't care about you, but it's kind of like a hunger or a passion that can get a little out of control. It can be that with the Two of Cups reverse. That's not necessarily how it applies to you. The other thing, like I said, is they feel like something's a little off balance. They could have a strong desire for you physically. It could just be also that maybe they're judging themselves for that. Or maybe they feel that you two are not coming together equally or seeing eye to eye on something. And this could be related to this Judgment reverse of this issue that you guys really haven't addressed yet. And this could be why they feel this way, that something is not balanced. The two of you can't come together in like a union and partnership that is fair and balanced. And they might not want that, Cancer. They might not want that. They might want to, I'm sorry, Cancer, but this is what I'm getting. They might want you kind of vulnerable for some reason so that they can kind of be in control and take the lead some way, okay? So that's obviously not going to be for everyone, but it kind of feels like they want it to be a little off balance so that they can kind of take control of the situation. Okay, Cancer? So the next card is what you want. It's Death reversed. Cancer, there's something that you know needs to change or be done and over with, but you're kind of avoiding it, you're delaying it. It feels like both of you guys are doing it, with the Judgment reverse being the current energy between the two of you. But it's saying, it's coming up here again, Cancer, that you know something needs to change or you need to let something die, but you don't want to do it. And it's almost a fear out of what will grow in its place. The fear of the unknown. Maybe you're scared of not having this person around anymore for their help and support, or just not wanting to be alone. Yeah. You don't want to let something die, Cancer, that has been past due to die for a while with regard to this person. So take that as it resonates, Cancer. But Death reverse is all about, there's something that's already been over, but you're telling yourself that it's not over and you don't want to go there. You just want to leave it alone and continue on the way you guys always have and never really address it. And it's kind of always in the background, but no one says anything. Very similar to the Judgment reverse, like I said, which is the current energy between the two of you. With you having the Death reverse about how you feel, you could be taking the lead in that, Cancer. It's kind of like the person might be following your lead. Like, okay, Cancer, you're not talking about it, so I'm not going to talk about it, so I guess everything's okay. It could be something like that. So the final card is the outcome overall energy. It's the Queen of Swords. Cancer, you guys get this card a few times in the last few months, I remember. It's kind of like one of your staples here. The Queen of Swords is a woman who has known a lot of sorrow, and she's not going to wear her heart on her sleeves anymore. She's going to be quick. She's going to be cunning. She's going to be manipulative. She's going to be really smart and tread lightly and, you know, not show all her cards. She's going to use her sharpness to really get understood and get what she wants. So Cancer, with this being the outcome, the overall energy, it's kind of like, this is how you walk away from all of this, Cancer. You walk away from this wiser and almost being able to communicate what you need to communicate. And it could be harsh, it could be hurtful. This could be the other person, but it feels like you, Cancer. It feels more like you, but it could be the other person. But I think it's kind of saying that someone is going to step up and be a little robotic, maybe a little unfeeling, and just say it like it is. It feels like it's you, Cancer, and then that somehow it might resolve something. It might resolve this Judgment reverse, this Death reverse of not letting something die. But it's kind of like someone becomes a grown-up and just goes to the person and lays it out on the table and is very clear and concise in their speaking and could come off a little cold. So Cancer, I feel like it's kind of saying that the time is ripe right now for this to happen, where you're just going to go and speak some kind of truth to this person that is a result of all this energies that we've just talked about. It's like all this energies before of the Judgment reverse and the Death reverse of not wanting to let something die. It's kind of like it's old. I mean, Death reverse and Judgment reverse is saying it's been going on for a while. So it's saying, which is great, it's saying that finally something gets said. The Queen of Swords comes with her swords and like says the real shit finally. So I think that's good, Cancer. If this is your reading, I think it's good that it's a good outcome, and it's saying that the time is right for that to happen. So do with that what you may. The next card to top off the reading is the Star card, which is from the Majors and the Four Aces. Don't lose hope and faith, Cancer. Yes, you do need to step into this Queen of Swords energy to resolve this. Don't let it harden you too much. Don't lose faith and hope. The Star card could be saying, rely on a higher power or your faith, or rely on the part of you that is who you truly are. Rely on the part of you that can handle the opposition, handle the different opposing forces coming at you. The Star card is, for me, also is like someone who's artistic and really does the thing that they're passionate about. So don't lose sight of who you are, Cancer. I feel like you are getting the Star card because this whole situation with this person may have made you feel like you're losing sight of what makes you feel yourself and special in yourself. Don't lose faith and hope. Don't let this Queen of Swords energy that you need to step in harden you and jade you? How do you say it? Make you jaded too much. Yeah. Remember that you have this star. You have this hope and faith, and Cancer, like, you guys kind of operate on hope and faith, it's telling me. Like, you guys, it pushes you and it makes you keep going. So it's just saying to remember that, and that it's gonna be okay. The lotus flower is here in this card. The lotus flower is a self-sustaining flower. It has to grow in the mud though, but it's such a beautiful flower. So yeah, there might be some shit you have to deal with, but you are self-sustaining and you are going to be able to remain beautiful and wonderful and fabulous. So that's what I have for you, Cancer. I hope this reading was helpful. If it resonated, please let me know in the comment section below. That's really helpful for me. And if you did enjoy watching this reading, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And once again, if you are interested in booking a personal reading with me, the information to do so can be found below in the description box. Thank you so much, Cancers. I'll see you all next time, okay? Bye.